Full of wands and the drinks on ice. Full of wands and the drinks on ice.
Yeah, so the Amalfi, quite a tricky ship to play. For the modules, I've gone for propulsion, concealment, and main battery mod to help improve that reload. Now, if my commander build is pretty much the same as the other Italian commanders, go on range, home run, increased torpedo range, better chance of hitting things if it further. Malicious, actually, I like to get my speed going. I like to run a speed build actually for this particular one. Punch through is a viable skill though, so just be aware of that. Fixated for the usual accuracy, though again, steer clear. Rudder shift is pretty atrocious on the Amalfi, so it might be worth building into it. Refill station, I don't feel is worth it because the minimal reload difference isn't that great. I've run fully packed for the extra smoke and the faster recharge. And for inspiration, you can see Genichi Mikawa and Carnival a minute for more speed. With this setup, with a speed flag, I get about over 40 knots. Turning circle is pretty atrocious. It's actually borderline battleship. So yeah, the concealment though is remarkably good. My build at least for 9.2. You can really use that stealth to your advantage, particularly in the Amalfi, when you can decide your engagements. That being said, you actually have a respectable health pool with actual torpedo protection. This boat is fairly tanky when angled. It's very unreliable when it comes to 16-inch guns, but 15-inch guns you can comfortably bounce, I'd say. This is when, of course, you're properly angled. Final but interesting feature of the Amalfi is its very long range torpedoes. 13.2 when buffed with my commander, with a 1 kilometer detectability. Very slow though, but you never know. If you send enough torps, people forget about them. They don't see what's coming. The longer the range, the higher chance you have of people running into them. So, without much further ado, let's get into a match. Now, you notice the first thing I do is get my torpedoes. I can torpedo the whole of Capture Point Bravo and almost like halfway in, or nearly fully in at this point, to Capture Point Alpha. This is to screen for torpedoes, screen for destroyers that are pushing in. You never know what you might hit. It's always good to limit the visibility of enemy destroyers or whatever you think could be coming in. Don't expect a lot of hits, but you know, if you keep sending them, eventually you'll get something. So, in this game, I'm in division with Miss Yamato and Trouble Up Mill, a good friend of mine. I'm going to be doing my best to support the destroyer with protection here. I'm loading the AP because I can do the best with the cruisers. That is your best target on the Amalfi. You want to be going for those cruisers. The guns are reliable and unreliable at the same time. You get a lot of good pens. They're very punchy guns, but also very unreliable. You could hit a Scharnhorst and get over pens, you know, or pens, or you get triple Citadel Wichita, or you can get over pens. You know, it's very it's hit or miss each shot. You can see that it's just a pen there. I'm only a pen for 1,500 damage. It's not very much, but you'd be surprised once you get those citadels. You'd be far again. See, look at that. Pen another pen, 3 bounces. Very reliable guns, I gotta say. You should be able to easily punish anything broadside, even if it's a battleship. New Orleans is relatively angled, but I'm hoping he's gonna turn. 2 pens, 3 bounces. Again, very unreliable at best. Now, not sure what to shoot at this point here. There's a Jervis. Okay. That New Orleans is shooting high explosive. I don't think he's going to switch to AP. If he does, angling away anyway. It's the Scharnhorst is the biggest concern. I'm kind of giving him broadside, which I really don't want to do. Just watching his guns, see what I can. That Jervis, I'd love to shoot at, but the turret traverse of this thing is pretty darn abysmal. I'm really trying to watch it not to get dev striked by that Scharnhorst. Scharnhorst shooting elsewhere. I can turn, I can free this angle up. I can do what I can to hit this Jervis. Okay, now, I saw those torpedoes. I tried to slow down, but just a tad too slow, and I think I ate 1 torpedo. Not great, but the Amalfi does have 19% torpedo reduction, so it doesn't hurt as much as it would for other cruisers, but it's not nice to have anyway. Don't have my damage control, but I do have my heal, and my heal is going to run past the use of my damage control, so this flood is actually completely manageable. There we go. I'll just use my damage control there. I'm spotted through the smoke. There's a destroyer there. He's just died. There was a Jervis, another Jervis, I believe. Could be wrong about that. Firing some HE at this New Orleans. He looks like he's going away. I've got HE loaded. It's a long shell reload here. I'm going to keep firing what I can. That Scharnhorst seems interested in me. Don't particularly enjoy that. I'll see what I can to finish off this New Orleans. Alright. Set fire. That's always nice. Alright, let's see how to finish them off. Good, good, good. That Wichita, hanging quite far back. That's a very annoying boat to fight against. I'll try and send some shells over there. These are Italian shells that are very quick velocity, very fast shells. Yes, so for the most part, people don't have as much time to react. The Wichita can still let turn, but fortunately he eats 2 pens this time. Scharnhorst is doing his best to hit me here, but I'm doing what I can to angle away here. I was a bit stern on there. That's not what I want to be. I want to be angled as much as I can. I've got an AP volley loaded. It was for the Wichita, but I'll fire what I can at the relative broadside of the Scharnhorst. At the minute, I want to get far away. I want to break detection on that Scharnhorst. Look at that, 5,700 on a Scharnhorst with cruiser AP. This is good AP. Rolling smoke. I kind of want to get the extra couple of shots in on the Scharnhorst. That might help out. Trouble and Yamato are pushing up into this cap here. I really don't want to push that because that puts me again in the firing line of the Scharnhorst. I'd have to get broadsides, and it's not something I really want to do at the minute. I want to push in. I want to be supportive to the team, yes, but I want to get the right position for myself. This boat does not do well in getting out of a situation unless you have that rolling smoke, which I just used. So, back to that Scharnhorst. I'm going to kite. I'm going to do Japanese battleship thing, Japanese cruiser things. Trying to burn him to the ground. So yeah. Fire chance is not bad. The HE shells hit pretty hard, almost as hard as a Japanese boat. You can see the damage in there. The pens, these guns have got very good pens. So 5 pens, 1 shatter is always good. Unfortunately, the Wichita gets rid of Miss Yamato there. It's a very hard boat to fight against. It's just straight out. A lot of some cruisers are just very hard to fight against if they angle up. The Amalfi does not have good DPM at all, and the Wichita can straight out DPM you just horrifically. So unfortunately, that Scharnhorst is getting again in the firing range. He is not happy with me. That Wichita looks like he might get top though. This is good. At the minute, everything's relatively cleaned up here. They're not pushing the caps, besides that Wichita. And Trouble over there with his destroyer looks like he's got things covered. So I'm going to do what I can to fire a couple of shots at that Scharnhorst. If the Wichita's shooting at me, that's fine. He can do that all he wants. I tend to be going rather quick, so I should be relatively hard to hit. Fire a couple more salvos. You know, Hail Mary, you never know. He's going for A. Can I do anything about it? No, okay. What is over here? A Vanguard, okay. He's rather low. I think I could probably finish him off and help secure this cap for our team. So let's guarantee all these points here. We're doing quite well on points, but we're a bit down on ship. We're actually up on ships as well. So yeah, let's see if we can finish off this Vanguard. HE is pretty good. Not amazing. You're not going to win any awards, but when you need to use the HE, definitely use it. There we go. Alright, the Vanguard's dealt with. I'm going to do a swing around for that Wichita. Trouble's holding him back as long as he can. I didn't want to leave him, but I wanted to get rid of that Wichita. Vanguard, sorry. So that Scharnhorst is still pushing in. I did not want to fight this guy, but they're the only 2 ships left at this point, so I'm going to do what I can to engage them now. So Scharnhorst has given up on the AP. He's gone for HE as well, which is funny and not a pleasant surprise for me. I don't like this. So AP salvo loaded, so I'm going to fire what I can. Maybe get the gun turrets taken out. I'm going to switch to high explosive because that Wichita is moving bow on. My only hope is to use my superior HE Alpha Strike over this guy and close the distance for my torpedoes. Unfortunately, for Trouble, this Wichita has definitely used his radar and is completely focusing him down, but he's not paying attention to me that much. Does not seem to be interested. So I smacked him for the nose there with the HE. Set him on fire. Another smack for the nose. That was 6k there. He got rid of this Trouble there, but that's okay. I don't like to lose anybody, but if I can guarantee the kill, that's a guaranteed kill. You guys may have seen this at the start, but yes. That's how you beat a Wichita, folks. Alright, now, rolling smoke. Now the Scharnhorst can't even see me. He knows I'm going for him. He knows I'm going for the torpedo. But, because of this rolling smoke, he can't do anything about it. The reason I did it so early, because guaranteed detection is going to happen very soon. There we go. 3 kilometers, guaranteed detection. I mentioned the maneuverability of this boat isn't great, so I did take 1 torp there. But, speed of protection for the win. I have a tanky cruiser. Now, I want to make sure the right moment here. Because he's the last ship remaining, I'm not worried about counter torpedoes. He's already fired on this side anyway. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So 100,000 damage, Dreadnought, High Caliber, and Devastating Strike. Mostly from the 2 YOLOs, yes, but you see how the ship's meant to be played. You want to be picking your battles and picking the right fights for you. And if something gets bad, you have that get out of your free card, that rolling smoke. So later on here, actually, I have another match. I wasn't going to record this one because I made a lot of mistakes, but fortunately, I wasn't punished. It was kind of a, potatoey moment there. But you can see the results this bolt can dish out in the right circumstances when you pick the fight that you're best with. Overall, the bolt does not excel at doing high damage games, but it's not always about the damage, it's about supporting your team, being there for the right moments, and making the necessary pushes to either win the game or change the tide. So I hope this video helps you out, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Ciao for now.